Hi there, my name is Walker Evans, and I want to talk about this Ram truck. The first place that it ever was really raced at was at Riverside Raceway. We brought it, built it real quick, took it out there, and competed with it. It had a little different paint job on it than it does today, but that's where the first group of people ever saw that truck run, right down Thompson's Ridge, and it was an exciting, great event. From there on, the next event that took place was the Baja 1000. And Bruce Florio and I climbed in that truck real early in the morning, and this is the very first truck to ever win overall in the pickup truck class, beating all the dune buggies, the motorcycles, and everybody for a first place overall event. So this is a very famous truck to do such a job, and very proud of this truck. This truck has been through quite a few different stages during its competition lifetime career, you might say. The very first thing was a cantilevered rear end that was up in the bed of it, and it was a progressive ratio rocker arm situation. And in other words, when it hit a bump, the rocker arms would work. We had the shocks in there for a progressive action. We really ran good with that, won quite a few races, even up in Las Vegas won some races with it. And from there on, various things happened. Like I told you, that a lot of things have happened to that truck. This is the very first truck that ever had and competed in Baja with a complete air conditioning in it. I mean, we had 4 mats in it, we had windows in it, and they were plastic windows, very light. But I started off in Ensenada with that truck and drove it all the way to La Paz. When I stepped out, I was as clean as I am right now today. When I first got my contract with the Chrysler Corporation, which was Dick Maxwell, it came with an agreement that Keith Black would build all of our motors for our off-road trucks that we were going to compete with. And this one had a Keith Black 360 cubic inch, and it made way over 700 horsepower, which was, in those days, was really, really great. It was just a pure pleasure to drive it. It had all the kind of power you needed. If there was somebody in front of you, if it was clear enough to be able to see, you could run them down very quickly and go on and get by with them, because it had great horsepower. It was a dream to drive. It had great steering, it had the right wheelbase length, and it had good wheel travel. Big Goodyear tires on it. It was a pure pleasure to drive it. And I've even won a couple of races since I brought it out of mothballs and put this different color scheme on it. The truck's still proving itself. It's a fabulous truck.